Hello intuitive bosses, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the 5 self-care habits that I started incorporating into my life that completely changed my life and gave me just feelings of self-love, and I was able to love myself because I made these minor changes in my life. And I remember when I was just down in the dumps and just unhappy with myself, my life reflected of that. So when I started loving myself and giving myself more self-care, my life reflected of that, and now I am totally in love with my life and I am so happy about it, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So make sure to stay around for the 5th tip, because that is the one that will change your life completely. And I know that because the moment I incorporated that, I was just wowed by everything, and my life just completely went into a 180. So before we get started, click the subscribe button down below and make sure to click the bell button so that you can be notified when I post my videos. And I make videos every Sunday with banging content that will change your life. So let's get started. The first habit is basically a bunch of mini habits just formulated into one habit, and that is to change your morning and nightly routine. So why is that? Start to incorporate your morning and nightly routine so that you start with self-care and you end with self-care. Now, I remember when I was just simply not taking care of myself in the morning and not really having a routine, and I will automatically just go to my phone and look on Facebook or look on Instagram, right? And I would just feel crappy for the rest of the day. So when I started to just focus on myself first thing in the morning and focus on myself last thing at night, that is when I started to realize that my daily habits really started changing. And that is when my life started reflecting of that. So a little bit about my morning and nightly routine. And if you guys are interested in learning more, just comment down below and let me know. So I'll make a whole video on it. So the second one I want to share with you guys is that to give yourself more of what you want. Give yourself the things that you want. And yes, I'm gonna give food as an example because that's the main thing. And I have been on many diets throughout my life, and a lot of them are very restrictive, but I know when I'm craving something. There's a reason why I'm craving it, but also in moderation, really understand what your body wants. Really listen to your body and know what your body is looking for, because there's a reason why you want certain things. Like when I'm craving ice cream, I know it's because I'm probably like my blood sugar is low or any of those things, and there's a reason why I'm craving that. And I'm not gonna, just eat a whole bunch of ice cream. No, I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of that. And I know when I crave a burger, sometimes I crave a burger, I'll just get a burger. Like I'm not gonna completely deprive of myself of the things that I want, because then I go into just sadness because I'm craving something and I'm not giving myself what I want, and that just doesn't sit right with me, because life is all about living and experiencing and enjoying this life. If you're not giving yourself the things you want, you're not enjoying this life, and it's just miserable. Why would you want to be miserable? So give yourself a little bit of what you want. So don't completely deprive yourself, and start to just see how that makes you feel when you give yourself just a little bit. It doesn't have to be like pounds of chocolate just because you crave chocolate. No, give yourself a little tiny bar of chocolate, and see how you feel. And that brings me to number 3, which is to enjoy the things. Give yourself permission to enjoy it, because I'm gonna give you an example of traveling, right? So if you're traveling because you have the expenses, you have the money to go travel, and you have the time to do it, but your friends don't, and they're making you feel shitty about it. And if you go feeling guilty about going, then you're gonna be guilty and miserable the entire time. But if you give yourself permission to enjoy it and saying, you know what, this is my life. I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy doing this. I want to enjoy that. You're going to enjoy it and you're going to love it. So give yourself permission to enjoy it and really enjoy it. Like, don't just say you're going to enjoy it and not enjoy it. No, like we're only here for a short amount of time, for who knows how long, right? And when you're just saying, when you come into it with the mindset of, you know what, I'm going to enjoy this experience no matter what happens. I'm just going to enjoy it. Because if something is good, then obviously you're going to love it. But if something is bad, it's still an experience. Just give yourself that permission. And once you do, things will change. And that's why I keep repeating the point over and over again, because I really want this to sit with you guys. So that brings me to point number 4, habit number 4, which is to ask for help. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Asking for help is a sign of strength. So when you are, let's say for example, you're at work and you're saying, yes, I'm going to be able to do it. And you keep saying yes to different people, asking you for help, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then now you're working until 10 p.m., not 10 a.m. You're not working like a full 24 hours. But if you're working until 10 p.m. and then they leave at 5 p.m., how is that gonna make you feel? It's gonna make you feel like crap. So learn to say no, and then learn to just ask someone else for help. Because when you are, let's say, starting out with your business and you are doing things that you don't enjoy, but also like the things that you have to do, but you don't enjoy it, if you outsource that to someone who actually does enjoy it, it'll get done faster and they'll be happy because they're doing the things that they enjoy and they're getting paid for that, which gives you time to do the things that you enjoy, and that will just expand your business more, because now you have people just doing things that they enjoy, and that would just be more profitable. So learn to ask for help, because asking for help is really a sign of strength, that you know what you're doing, that you know that you can enjoy things and that you're giving yourself more time to enjoy the things that you want to do. And that brings me to number 5, the biggest thing that I've ever done for myself, which is that I started blocking out time weekly or monthly, depending, and I started taking myself out on dates, taking myself out to vacations that I want to go to, because these are the things that I wish someone would do for me, but they don't. So you know what? I'm gonna do them myself. And it's gonna be a little weird in the beginning. It's kind of like a first date with someone else, right? Where you're just like, what do I do? I don't know. It's a little awkward. But the more you do it, the more you're comfortable, and you move through the relationship stages with yourself. So it's basically dating yourself. Really date yourself. Discover things about yourself. Find out who you are. Get to know yourself. And then you get into this comfort stage. And that's when you really start to fall in love with yourself, because now you're really finding out who you are, and you're like, hey, that's what I like to do, obviously, because it's yourself. But you're taking yourself on dates to the things that you want to do. And then when you give yourself permission to do it, and that is when you just start to really fall in love with yourself. And when you take care of yourself in that kind of way, everything around you will change. Your whole world will just magically reflect that. Because I remember when I was not prioritizing myself in that way. I was constantly complaining about how the guys that I was dating was just not prioritizing me. And the moment I realized, you know what, I'm gonna prioritize myself and take myself out on these dates and really start putting myself first, that's when that reflected, and my partner started reflecting that same thing. And now I found someone that's prioritizing me. So once you start to make that shift, that's when everything around you will give you that shift back. So make sure to click subscribe because my next video is going to be about love, and I'm going to talk more about love and just the concept of relationships and intimate relationships. So thank you so much for watching my video, and share this with your friends if you loved it. And of course, I offer one-on-one coaching sessions. I don't know how long that will last, but I am offering one-on-one coaching sessions for now. And click the link down below in the description to find out more. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.